It's cold in your office.
It is cold in my office, but, you know...
And maybe that's why you have a cold.
No, it's not. It's why I'm awake.
Otherwise you'd be
vastly
asleep.
different.
My goodness, I'm glad you keep your door closed because it is cold in here.
Well, you know...
And we're all very patriotic.
I am very patriotic.
And we're both in red today, apparently. We're talking about a pretty serious topic.
What's that?
Trust.
Well, that's because you could trust everyone running for president or the president.
Any
or
politician.
Political office.
Okay.
What's going on?
I don't even know.
Why don't we could we're just going to talk politics.
No. And everybody leaves immediately.
Yeah.
Click away. We're out.
Because I'm done of hearing about Joe Biden's son and Trump and monkeys flying out of my butt.
Stop it. Good grief. Okay.
Was that
Look,
Jim
we're already
Carrey
a minute
movie?
in. You didn't even want to talk because you said you weren't feeling good.
Little butt monkey.
Look at you.
Go back home.
Stop it.
Name the movie.
Oh my gosh. You're home.
Little butt dwelling.
All right. Okay, trust. Trust is a huge issue in marriage.
Because you can trust me because the flag's on my head.
Trust me.
Trust me.
But that is a huge thing because it takes years to build trust. And one or two issues can knock it down. And it's like building a huge building or a wall or a house or anything that one faulty move, the whole thing can come tumbling down and it does not get rebuilt in a day. So whether you're building trust from the very beginning or building trust after you have broken the trust.
And I would say that
it doesn't happen overnight.
In the length of your marriage, you're going to do that. There are going to be times where I just don't trust her. Like, here's my paycheck. The next day, it's all gone at Target. I don't trust her. Why would I
Never
give her my paycheck? You know, kind of weird stuff like that.
But it's also trust, not just...
Here's the credit card.
Hey,
now there's a bill.
Yeah. You're doing what you're saying you're going to do. That's one kind of trust. But there's financial trust. There is security. There's being sexually trusting in your relationship, in the bedroom, trusting that person not to harm you or hurt you or do things to you that you know.
We talked about safe words in the bedroom for a reason.
That. Spiritually trust. Do you trust them to lead your family in the spiritual or faith-based way that, you know, all these things. There's so many different avenues. It's going to be really difficult to touch on this in 10 minutes, but I do have 12
So how do
ways.
you build trust? Yes. What are the practical things that you can do? Because this is the 200 series class of practical ways to better your marriage.
Yeah.
So we talk about adding lists to the refrigerator. We're going to talk about finances. This is kind of the nitty gritty of how to marriage.
Yeah.
The first 100 was, hey, let's just be together and see how this is how to make it work.
Yeah, how to make it work.
So how do you build trust? Because you're going to lose it naturally.
Yeah.
And how to
get
it back.
We're all human.
Yeah.
We're all human. None of us are perfect.
So your spouse is not perfect. If you think your spouse is perfect, you are delusional.
Yes, and neither are you.
What?
You need to know perfect.
I'm perfect.
Whatever.
Look at my hat.
Be transparent.
Perfection.
If you have a lock on your phone, if you don't let your spouse see your phone, your Facebook, have access to things, don't have that. If your spouse
your browser history,
if there's something that your spouse doesn't have access to, they can't trust you. Do you want to be trusted? If you do, you have to be transparent, and vice versa.
I'm gonna go.
We can get into each other's phones, social media accounts, any kind of computers, anything we want at any time. Very transparent because there's nothing we're hiding from each other.
Right, nothing. But now we're moving into technology where everything is, what's the word? Bio, where you use your fingerprints and eyes. Don't chop off your spouse's thumb to get into their phone.
Who's doing that?
I'm just, I'm
There's
saying.
There's bigger issues.
Your iPhone now looks at your face to unlock.
But there should be passcodes and
You're
stuff.
You're not going to be all,
hey, babe,
look at your phone so I can see it.
I need to get into it. But transparent. So that's number one.
So give your spouse your thumb. You don't need one thumb.
Stop. It's going to take a long time to get through 12. I'm trying to make this quick for you folks.
Chop the thumb off. Boo.
Say what you mean and mean what you say. Girls, this is for you.
Girls.
Because we are like, how are you doing? Fine.
Fine.
And the men go, okay, I'm not going to push that. If you're not fine, will you please say something, especially if he's asked?
We don't push it because we're not stupid.
What can I do for you? What can I do for you? How are you doing?
Women are never fine. Ever.
Occasionally. But it's fair.
Never.
Tell us. You need be honest.
Be honest. And this is for posterity.
Be honest. It's just a movie reel constantly in our heads at all times. But honestly, say what you mean and mean what you say.
Yeah.
If you don't mean something, don't say it, because then they can't trust that you're going to do it again or not do it again. If you're yelling at someone, you really don't mean those horrible things, they can't trust to be honest with you in the future.
And that goes for both.
Absolutely.
When we get in arguments, I'm the more venomy one.
Ooh, that's a good word, venomy.
Venomy.
And of course, he doesn't mean, if he says things that may be hurtful, he doesn't really mean them.
I mean them all.
No. But you know what I mean? Say what you mean what you say.
And we are not going to know why you're upset. Just say why you're upset.
Just say it.
And that goes both directions.
On.
She should know why I'm pissed off.
People, don't you love it when you know where you stand with people?
No, most people don't.
No,
it's
I think
too
they
scary.
do.
That's why we have anxiety problems.
Probably. Know where you stand with your partner.
Yeah.
Be honest. And it does take time. This is another one. Setbacks are going to take time. But be gracious, be forgiving. That's another one. Learn to, okay, all right, that broke my trust. I didn't really like it. Maybe it was something really simple. Maybe it was something huge that takes longer. Mm-hmm. Be gracious, be forgiving, and move through it. Work through it. That's
the bigger trust breakage, the longer it takes to get trust back.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, if it's a huge thing, it's going to take twice as long. Because because it just sometimes takes a while to rebuild it.
Yeah. Another one is be reliable. Be where you say you're going to be. If there's even me just out and about, and if I said, hey, I'm going to go to Costco,
Find
and
my phone.
Hey, I'm going to start by
find my phone.
I'm going to stop by Safeway. Oh yeah, or where were you? You took a long time. Well, I went here. Okay, well, just be reliable. Be where you say you're going to be, and even if things change. The more, whether he cares or not, me telling him goes, hey, I can trust her now. She was at Costco for 4 hours. That doesn't make sense. But maybe after Costco, I ran into a friend. We went and had coffee or lunch or something.
She went to Lovers and bought something fun to play with.
But be reliable. That is another way. All the time. Be reliable and tell them where you're going. Be honest where you're going to be. Obviously, if you can't communicate at all times, if they're working, whatever, be considerate with that. Another one is don't judge them all the time. If you're constantly judging, are you wearing that? Why would you go that? Is that what you're eating tonight? Are you doing that? Don't you think you should work out? I don't want to trust you to F.
Wait. I will stop right there. Do you think you should work out today? It is a matter of health. So yes, you should say you should work out. Not, you're fat, you should go work out. It's different.
I will let you guys discuss that between the two of you because we've gotten to a better relationship with that. But I felt very judged all the time because I was overweight and he was constantly, you should go to the gym. I'm like, can I just be me and can you just love me? And I can't be vulnerable because now I feel like if I share anything, you're going to judge me. Don't be judgy. Stop being judgy. Another one is...
Men don't do this. We do it all the time. You don't look as good as the girl in the magazine. You get Victoria's Secrets, and how come you don't look like her when you put the bra on?
You get the Victoria's Secret magazine?
No. I don't.
Disagree in private. That's another thing.
Yes.
If you feel like your partner or you are going to judge or criticize or condemn or start an argument in front of other people, that other spouse can't trust.
Other people also mean social media.
Social media.
Don't throw your garbage on social media. Nobody cares. It's between you two, not between you two and the rest of the world that's following you.
Don't indirectly go,
yeah.
I really hate it when someone did it and the someone is your spouse and everybody knows it.
Grow up.
That now the other person they can't trust you because you're sharing everything.
No social media ranting.
There's no privacy. You don't feel like I have a trusting, intimate relationship with you that only you and I can discuss. And yeah, that's...
Did you say no texting? No arguments over text either.
No arguments over text.
If you're going to disagree in private, it is you two in private.
Yes.
Not a Slack channel, not technology, face to face.
Yeah.
Because it's important because if I'm reading something that she texts me, the attitude that I place on that text is probably worse than the attitude that she's ever implying.
Probably.
And that all has to come from your personal point of view and how angry you are about whatever you're disagreeing about.
Yep.
So
then
it's not even giving...
to be in person, you're just...
You're the worst person ever! How could you ever write that?
You're already resistant. You're already on the defensive. Yeah.
Yeah, so, no arguments with text. And leave your private stuff private.
I mean, I know we talk about stuff.
Facebook doesn't need to know your
you know
argument.
And never,
You'll know all of ours because we want to be transparent because we're not perfect.
We're trying to help. Never lie about anything. And I will be really honest with you. I sometimes have a hard time with this because I might lie about tiny itty bitty little things just to make myself feel better or
like
look
credit card
better.
usage?
How much did you spend at the grocery store? $195. We're always learning. We're not perfect. But never lie about anything.
There's going to be a donation link at the end of this video.
A GoFundMe.
We need a microphone. Go fund it.
Simply my food buying habits. I like good food. But no, never lie about anything. And all of these are everybody struggles with something in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're all human. Give the benefit go ahead. Did you want to say?
I was going to say men don't do the laundry and then purposely destroy the laundry so you never have to do the laundry again. That's lying. That's like the most expensive way to lie. But don't do that.
That's a good way. Yeah.
I've never done that.
No. Give the benefit of the doubt. And like you said with the texting, very easy to blow up, to whatever. Give the benefit of the doubt. That's helping you build trust. Okay, I know you said this. I heard this from someone else. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. What does that mean? What did I hear you say? Talk it through. And sometimes you give them the benefit of the doubt and it really is, they failed you. But give them the benefit of the doubt. Always fight for the positive of your spouse. Don't constantly go towards criticism. Thinking
your spouse is not the enemy. And I guess that's one of the biggest things to build trust.
Yeah.
That's a paradigm shift.
Yeah.
That we go through life and we hand out trust nuggets here, there, and there. Mm-hmm. And when you get married, you're handing out plates and plates of trust. And you eventually start thinking that your spouse is the enemy in this, and they're not.
I can't trust them with that, so you kind of pull it back.
Yeah.
Oh, now I can't trust them with that, so I pull that back.
Right, and you make them the enemy, so no matter what they can do...
I can't trust them at all.
Yeah, they can't do anything right either.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal. Trust is bringing somebody into your life so that you could be the most vulnerable with them as possible.
Yeah.
And the reason why you do that is because instead of going through life, you grow through life. That's the whole point of this, is that you grow with one another.
Mm-hmm. And one of the last ones is have faith in your partner's capabilities.
I have capabilities?
Yes.
Yeah, I can put a cap on.
If you support your partner in the capabilities. Now remember, not everybody is perfect in everything or great at everything, but we all have talents, we all have skills, we all have things that either we've learned or we've been born with. If you have faith in your partner's capabilities, you will see them naturally trust you more because you are making them feel great.
And encourage them to complete their capabilities, their
because that
dreams.
Naturally builds trust both ways.
Tammy's working on something and I want to be your biggest cheerleader. You could do this. Yes, failure can happen, but who cares? Let's do it.
Which makes me feel good because if I do fail, I have his support.
Yeah.
He's not going to go...
You suck at that, you failed. Nope,
you should just
we
give
failed
up.
Together.
But you supported me.
Yeah.
See, that doesn't make that those two things don't go together. So the more that you support, whatever it is, if, I know a lot of ladies that love baking cookies and they are amazing at it. That is not me. They are great at it.
She can't bake worth a darn.
Once in a while, but I cook. I don't really bake.
Nope.
But you know what I mean? There's things that people do. They sing. Maybe they're amazing with hair. Whatever it is. And of course, I'm going on women because I'm thinking women's pot. But, great leadership skills. You are really good at calming down situations and talking people through things. You're amazing with that. And then that also, I trust him. If there's an emergency, he will calm me down. I trust that, And those things build up where there's really not even any trust going on in that, but those behaviors
That's the foundation
trust.
Of trust that accelerates that even more.
Yes, you are so good at talking to clients, and I really appreciate that when you do
because
I hate the phone. Stuff like that. And I trust him because I know he's not going to get on the phone and lose a customer. I don't know. But those are things that build trust, and you have to talk. Communication, guys. Always, always, always. Talk about it. Don't be scared to talk about it. The more you don't talk about something, the easier it will become not to talk about it.
And this is a question that you should ask over dinner or in bed when you're not on a phone to say, hey, is there anything that you don't trust me with?
Yeah.
And then work through practically how to walk out trust.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't trust you with my paycheck. Okay, how could I do that?
And how can we get on the same page with that? I don't trust you... This is scary. I don't trust you with the kids at home. Maybe you have little ones and you just don't trust the other spouse. That's a big deal.
There were times you said that to me. You're like, do you even know how to take care of the kids? And I am the parent. Our kids are still alive. Most of them. Just joking.
Well, this is a really long one, but those are a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop them down into the show notes here, and so that you can kind of look through them a little bit. But it takes a long time to build. Don't expect you to be married for a year and you trust this person explicitly, because if you think you do,
you're delusional.
You're delusional.
Yeah.
Because it takes years, sometimes decades, to fully 100%.
I barely trust her.
We're scratching the surface, and we've been married over 20 years. So it takes time, but it's the process. Again, fall in love with the process, and that's the process of learning to trust each other in every facet of your life.
All right, so business. We do have a podcast. You can find us on iTunes at HaveAMarriage. Just search for HaveAMarriage and you'll find us. Please leave
if you leave a review, it'll pop
it'll pop us up a little bit more.
Oh, there's your phone.
And hit that. And then you can go to getdatebox.com, and our promo code is HaveAMarriage50.
I don't know how to stop your phone.
And thank you. All right. Getdatebox. Go to getdatebox.com/HaveAMarriage50. Will provide you with a 50% off your first date.
Oh, that's not your
there's the other phone.
My phone.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. Also, if you would like to follow us on YouTube, all of the videos go to the same spot. This is the same thing with the podcast, but subscribe on YouTube, leave a comment. We're happy to help. If you have any questions with trust and how to build trust more, you could private message us, DM us on Instagram. We're kind of getting everywhere. We're trying the whole internet thing. All right.
Downton Abbey, man. That's Downton Abbey.
Downton
I gotta
Abbey.
go see the movie.
All right, if you want to go see the movie with Tammy, hit her up.